Good evening and welcome to the Marvin Wilhelm Athletic Complex for today's field hockey game between the visiting Braves from Indian Hill High School and your Talawanda Braves. The Board of Education Superintendent, Principal, and Athletic Council of Talawanda High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you're here today. Talawanda High School and Indian Hill High School are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the high standards of conduct, competition, and relations with member schools. The athletes in this game are friendly rivals. While play may be fierce, all in attendance tonight are reminded this game is between youngsters and that sporting behavior is expected. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Southwest Ohio Field Hockey League. Now let's meet both teams, starting with the visitors from Indian Hill High School. For Indian Hill, number 3, Jory Elf. Number 4, Lily Held. Number 7, Anna Mayo. Number 10, Paige McMillan. Number 14, Cam Rabanol. Number 16, Annie Schumann. Number 19, Sarah Schumann. Number 30, Bridget Schumacher. Number 35, Maria Lindberg. Number 38, Maddie Ryring. And number 43, Lily Hagan. Starters for Talawanda. Number 11, Olivia Baker. Number 8, Charlotte Benzing. Number 12, Kylie Brosey. Number 6, Alexis Clayton. Number 15, Fernanda Caneros. Number 86, Hannah Cressy. Number 16, Madeline Manning. Number 22, Libby Paulson. Number 5, Tony Marie Reese. Number 20, Ava Wetzel. And the rest. I'm looking. Number 7, Abby Zamuda. At this time, to honor America, will you please stand and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon and welcome to this high school field hockey matchup between the Indian Hill Braves and the home Talawanda Braves. This matchup is between two rivals that have been close in the past few years. Last year, Indian Hill winning by a score of 1-0. We'll see how this matchup turns out. Braves coming off of 2 games where they scored a goal, something they haven't done for the past 2 years, mostly from a... Now, as we go down to the field, Indian Hill taking it down the near side, taken away by the Braves. Now will be a free hit here on the near side by Braves defender Charlotte Benzing. Now Corneros will take the free hit. She'll put it up the near side, taken away by an Indian Hill defender. She'll move it up the near side towards the offensive zone for the Braves of Indian Hill. Now taken away from the Braves here, there'll be a call of hit on the foot there for the Indian Hill Braves. Braves will take it away with the 16-yard hit now from Charlotte Benzing, number 8 for the Braves. She'll give it up to Corneros on the near side. She'll take it up the right side, guarded by an Indian Hill defender, number 16, Annie Schumann. Taken away by now number 3, Jordy Alf. But that'll go back to the Braves after it went out on the near side. Now Corneros with a free hit on the near side up the field now. That'll be taken away by an Indian Hill defender. She'll take it up the middle, try to start a little offense here for the Indian Hill Braves. She'll take it inside, get a shot off. That was number 30, Bridget Schumacher. And now a goal for the Indian Hill Braves, number 14, Cam Rabenold. Indian Hill starting off with a great attack and a rebound goal by Rabenold. Indian Hill Braves now up 1-0. We'll see if they can keep the lead going throughout the game. Now off the face-off, Corneros taking it down the near side, moving it across the middle. She'll pass it back to Clayton on the far side. A little senior leadership from the Braves here. They have a bunch of seniors here on their team. Now it'll be the Indian Hill Braves taking it up the field again. Another offensive by Reynolds. She'll take it past a couple defenders, move it inside, but a save by Talawanda Braves goalie, Hannah Cressy. We'll now see a corner from the Indian Hill Braves. They'll get a chance to score another one here. Try to go up 2-0. Now it'll be Rabenold taking the corner out. She'll give it over to Alf. She'll take a shot, but a save by Cressy. Another rebound by Rabenold, and that'll be called on a hit on the foot on Reynolds. And now the Braves will take it out for a 16-yard hit. Now that hit will be taken away by an Indian Hill defender, taken back away by Clayton of the Talawanda Braves. Now a call made, and it'll be a Braves free hit at about their own 30. Now Corneros taking it up the near side. She'll have it taken away by an Indian Hill defender. Now a free hit for the Indian Hill Braves. Bridget Schumacher making the free hit down the field. Now taken away by Corneros on the near side. She'll do a little fancy stick work and move the ball up the field. Play stopped, but Braves will retain possession. Now through midfield will be number 16, Annie Schumann of the Indian Hill Braves. She'll move it through the middle, but that'll be taken away by a Braves defender here. Taken back away by Rabenold. She's been a real player on the attack for the Indian Hill Braves. A centering pass, and that shot will be saved by Cressy. Taken back away by Rabenold. Another shot on. Rabenold still trying to get it in. Another save by Cressy, and a 16-yard hit for the Talawanda Braves coming on now. Now it'll be Olivia Baker for the Talawanda Braves going up the far side. She'll have it taken away, but the Braves will retain possession off of that whistle. Now it'll be Corneros from around her 30-yard line. She's been a real factor for the Braves, a foreign exchange student from Chile. She's had a lot of experience in field hockey and has brought a lot of experience to this Braves team. Very inexperienced, led by a very experienced player. Now we'll see Corneros take it up the near far side here. She'll try to take it around a couple of Indian Hill defenders. Have it taken away, but now, and the Braves will retain possession again. Free hit now coming on at about the 30-yard line for the Braves. Now taken away by the Indian Hill Braves down the far side. This will be number 10, Paige McMillan, taking it for Indian Hill down the far side. Now taken away by Alexis Clayton of the Talawanda Braves. She'll try to move it up the far side. Have it taken away by a couple Indian Hill defenders. Now a little scrum coming on, and the Braves will try to get it out. Now Wetzel taking the ball away, and now the Indian Hill Braves will retain the possession, try to move it down the far side. Now Corneros taking it up the far side. She'll try to move it around a defender, be guarded heavily by 2 Indian Hill defenders. Now a call made, and the Braves will retain possession down the far side. Now Corneros will advance it down the field for the Braves. Now taken by Zamuda, a very experienced player for the Braves. She's a sophomore now, but has a lot of training with a Miami University coach. She has very advanced skills for this Braves team. As we see now, Corneros will make a hit that will end up hitting an Indian Hill player. Indian Hill will take possession down the field on the right side here. That ball will go out of bounds, though, and the Talawanda Braves will retain possession going the other way now. Corneros now with the free hit on the far side. She'll move it in to Alexis Clayton of the Talawanda Braves. Taken away now by number 4, Lily Held across the far side. She'll move it inside for Indian Hill, trying to get another goal for the Braves. Now number 16, Annie Schumann with a shot on. That'll be saved by Cressy, and now a corner here for the Indian Hill Braves. Excuse me, a long corner here for the Indian Hill Braves. Now number 30, Bridget Schumacher, taking it inside for the Indian Hill Braves. Taken away by Corneros of Talawanda down the near side. She'll have it taken away by an Indian Hill defender. Now Indian Hill starting an attack inside the ring. They'll have it knocked out, but put it back in for the Indian Hill Braves. A little scrum coming in for the Braves inside. And now Talawanda will get possession with a 16-yard hit. Now Indian Hill starting to try to get it inside the ring, try to get a shot on. That'll be taken away by Corneros. She'll move it up the near side. Now taken away by Alf of Indian Hill. Now again taken away by Clayton of Talawanda. Taken back by Indian Hill. They'll try to move it up the near side. Corneros of the Talawanda now taking it up the near side at about her own 40. She'll try to get it through 2 defenders, and she will. Trying to get it around a third, and that will be taken away. And now advance for Ava Wetzel of Talawanda down the near side. She'll move it inside, try to get a centering pass, now taken away by number 19, Sarah Schumann of Indian Hill. She'll move it up the near side for the Braves. Now a whistle called, and the Talawanda Braves will take the free hit down the near side. Corneros now with the free hit for Talawanda. She'll take it inside, down to the corner. She'll try to center it here. And now a whistle called, and the Talawanda will retain possession here. Now Corneros taking it into the corner. She'll try to center it for a teammate. That ball will go just wide of number 12, Kylie Brosey of Talawanda. Now taken by Indian Hill upfield by number 16, Anna Schumann. She'll have it taken away now at midfield by Talawanda's Alexis Clayton. She'll take a free hit about the 50-yard line in the midfield. Now taken back by Indian Hill, starting an offensive down the field. Now number 3, Jory Alf on the near side, trying to take it into the corner. Moving it to the middle, taken away now by Talawanda's Charlotte Benzing. She'll try to move it down the near side for the Braves. Now Corneros with a little fancy stick work to get out around a defender. And now a green card will be called on an Indian Hill player. Corneros now down the near side. She'll move it ahead for Ava Wetzel. Braves trying to start an attack here. Whistle called, and Braves will retain possession off of a hit off the foot of an Indian Hill defender. Now another whistle on Indian Hill, and Braves will get the ball at around the 20-yard line of the Indian Hill Braves. They'll try to start an attack from there, try to get a goal, get back into this game. 1-0 now for Indian Hill. About 19 minutes left in this first half as Corneris takes it into the middle, moves it around a couple defenders. She'll try to use her body to get around one. And now she'll move it to the middle. And Brosey had it, but she'll miss it. And Clayton just missed on that shot, just wide, and we'll have a 16-yard hit for Indian Hill coming up here. Now Indian Hill will move it up the near side. Now Alf with it for the Indian Hill Braves. Moving it around a couple of defenders, moving it upfield for Radenold. Now number 16, Annie Schumann. And now Talawanda's Charlotte Benzing will give chase down the near side. Taken away by now number 30, Bridget Schumacher for the Indian Hill Braves. She'll take it downfield, give it to Radenold. Moving it over to number 16 for the Indian Hill Braves, Annie Schumann. She'll take a shot, and another shot, and that will go in off of Indian Hill's Jordy Alf. Indian Hill with their second goal now, moving it up to 2-0 on the Braves here. That was Indian Hill's number 3, Jordy Alf on the goal. The Indian Hill Braves have been led by an offensive core of Alf, McManald, and Schumann. They have been a real problem here for Talawanda here. Scoring 2 goals now in the first half. Braves will really try to get back into this. Having a little trouble on the offensive end now. Corneris called for warding now. And the Indian Hill Braves will take it down the field. Now Alf again down the middle. She'll get around one defender, try to move it to the middle for a teammate. She gets around another, takes a shot, and that'll be just wide. Now a 16-yard hit on for Talawanda here. And now a timeout from Talawanda. They'll try to regroup here, try to get back into this. Now down 2-0 with about 10 minutes left in this first half. They'll try to start a little attack here. So Braves try to move this ball downfield, score a goal, and get right back into this. Down 2 goals, 1 goal, and they are right back in. And we're back here after this Braves timeout. They'll try to regroup. Indian Hill now up 2-0 with about 17 minutes left in this first half. Braves now down 2, trying to regroup, get back into this with a goal here. Now we'll see a 16-yard hit for the Braves here, trying to get it out of their defensive zone. Try to start an attack down on the Indian Hill and try to get back into this with a goal here. It'll be Talawanda's Charlotte Benzing with the free hit here. Now moved up for Kylie Brosey, and Abby Zamuda will take it upfield on the far side. She'll get it past a couple defenders, try to move it upfield for her teammate Kylie Brosey. She'll get it on the far side, about the 20-yard line, moving it inside to Zamuda. Now whistle, and the Braves will retain possession here. Wetzel will move it back to Corneros. She'll move it back into the corner as she had before, try to move it to the middle for a teammate to get a rebound goal here. A little fancy stick work, and an Indian Hill defender, number 30, Bridget Schumacher, will move it out of bounds for the Braves. Now Talawanda with the possession at about the 15-yard line of Indian Hill. They'll try to move it inside, get a goal here. Now Corneros moving it inside for Zamuda. That'll be taken away by an Indian Hill defender. Now number 16, Annie Schumacher, taking it up for the Indian Hill Braves. Stopped here by number 16, Madeline Manning of Talawanda. Indian Hill Braves retain possession, though. Now inside, and a save by Hannah Cressy. She'll kick it out towards the edge of the circle here. And Indian Hill will get inside, and a whistle called, and Talawanda will get possession here. Close call there for Talawanda. They'll get the ball right out to a 16-yard hit, try to get it out of their zone now. And that'll be stopped by Indian Hill. A shot on by number 16, Annie Schumacher. Goes high and wide, and now Rita Armitage of Talawanda will take it out, get a 16-yard hit here for the Braves. Now up the field now for Talawanda. Corneros guarding an Indian Hill attacker. She'll have it taken away, but take it back up the near side. Have it around her own 25-yard line. She'll pop it up and try to get it past the defender. Now Braves with possession now after a whistle here at about the 35-yard line of Talawanda. Corneros with the ball now. She'll hit it upfield. Stopped here by Josie Keith of the Talawanda Braves. Now a whistle called, and Braves will get possession around the Indian Hill 45-yard line. Corneros will hit it ahead for Wetzel. She'll get it around a defender, have it stopped now by number 14, Cam Rabnell. Now Indian Hill with possession in their own end. And a whistle called, and the Braves will lose possession. Back to Indian Hill now. Now Alf down the middle. Gets around one defender of the Talawanda Braves. Now up the near side. Over to Rabnell inside. And Cressy will kick that one right out of there, outside the circle, but the Indian Hill Braves will move it back inside. And a shot on, and a nice save by Cressy. She'll stop that rebound from getting in. The Braves will have a 16-yard hit now. Now Corneros with the hit around the Braves' 16-yard line. All the way across the field to number 4, Josie Keith of Talawanda. She'll have it taken away by number 19, Sarah Schumann of Indian Hill. Now taken away by Indian Hill again from the Braves. Number 35, Maria Lindberg up ahead for the Indian Hill. Now a whistle called, and Talawanda will get possession back at around their 20-yard line. They'll try to move it ahead for the Braves here. Corneros now a hit ahead, stopped by an Indian Hill defender. Now Baker of Talawanda will battle here for the ball. She'll move it ahead for Zamuda on the offensive end. She'll move it up the far side, give it over to her friend Kylie Brosey around the midfield. Now taken away by Indian Hill. And a whistle called, and Talawanda will get possession back at about the 35-yard line of Indian Hill. Now Corneros moving the ball inside. She'll get around one defender with a nice move there, but be gobbled up by 3 more Indian Hill defenders. She'll try to move it ahead for the Braves. Now taken away by number 4, Lily Held. And that ball will go out of bounds, and Talawanda will get the ball back here. Now Indian Hill down the field now at about midfield. She'll move it ahead. Now number 30, Bridget Schumacher for Indian Hill. Across the field, and they'll try to get a one-time shot inside. That'll go wide and result in a Talawanda 16-yard hit. Talawanda now trying to get the ball out of their defensive zone downfield for Talawanda. Now the hit coming on for Talawanda. Trying to hit Zamuda on the far side. Taken away, but back for Baker for Talawanda. Now again, Indian Hill rushing the attack on the far side. Taken away by now Corneros on the far side. She'll move it across midfield, try to hit her teammate Josie Keith on the far side. Now across midfield, taken away by number 19, Sarah Schumann. Braves take it back at about their own 40-yard line. Now taken away at midfield by the Indian Hill Braves. Now number 30, Bridget Schumacher down the field for Indian Hill. She'll pass it to Alf, who passes it inside for an Indian Hill attacker. That ball will go just wide of the cage and result in another Talawanda 16-yard hit. About 10 minutes now left in this half. Indian Hill still up 2-0. Braves trying to get back into this. Indian Hill still trying to find another goal to seal this one a little more for the Indian Hill Braves. Now Indian Hill inside, and a save by Hannah Cressy, the Talawanda goalkeeper. Now the ball out for Baker for Talawanda. She'll try to move it ahead for Zamuda, and she will. Now Zamuda head on the far side, taken away now by an Indian Hill defender. They'll move it ahead, but have it taken away by the Braves. And that one will roll out of the far end by an Indian Hill shot. And the Braves will get another 16-yard hit, try to attempt to get it out of their defensive zone, which they have been stuck in most of this game. Now up the field now is Kylie Brosey of Talawanda, about her own 40-yard line, trying to move it over to Wetzel. That'll be taken away by Schumacher. Now taken back by Corneros of Talawanda. Now Schumacher again for Indian Hill, taken away again by Benzing of Talawanda. Now moved up by Zamuda on the far side. She'll try to get it past the defender, have it taken away. Now Baker of Talawanda trying to move it again up that same far side. She'll move it back, try to regroup for Talawanda here. Now Indian Hill down the far side. Taken away now by Corneros of Talawanda. Now Manning of Talawanda, a defender, trying to take it away for Talawanda. Now Reynold inside for Indian Hill. She'll pass it back for number 16, Annie Schumann. That ball will go just wide and result in a Indian Hill corner. Now a chance for Indian Hill to score one. Go up 3-0 now. They've dominated it in this end of the Braves. Braves trying to get this one out, try to get down the field, starting an attack. Now Alf with the ball for Indian Hill. She'll whiff on the shot, and now Corneros will take it for the Braves, passing it over on the near side to Josie Keith of Talawanda. Now taken away by number 19, Sarah Schumann of Indian Hill. Now Corneros taking it again away for Talawanda. She'll hit it ahead for Wetzel. That'll go just over her stick and be taken back away by Indian Hill. Now Corneros again on the near side. She'll move it around a defender, trying to back down that defender with the ball. Now Alf taking it away for Indian Hill. She'll move it to the far side for number 35, Maria Lindberg. She'll move it ahead for Indian Hill. Now taken away by a Braves defender, but that'll be tipped outside of the end line and result in a long corner for Indian Hill. Now Indian Hill moving it over to the near side here. That'll hit off a Braves defender inside of the ring. And now a corner for Indian Hill. Indian Hill hasn't been successful on a corner yet. Still trying to make this attempt good. Get it in for Indian Hill. Now Schumacher for Indian Hill whiffs on the shot. Now takes another one. That will go in, but will be outside of the ring. In field hockey, there is a ring that looks like a three-point line in basketball, but it's not more points if outside is actually 0 points. You have to be inside that circle. That shot was actually outside the circle and result in a Talawanda 16-yard hit. Now Wetzel for Talawanda down the far side. She'll be guarded by number 4, Held of Indian Hill. Wetzel now with a free hit at about her own 45-yard line. She'll let Corneros take the free hit now. She'll try to move it upfield for Talawanda here. Now upfield for Zamuda on the far side, but that'll be just too far and out of Zamuda's reach. That'll go out of bounds and be an Indian Hill ball. Now about 5 minutes left in this first half. Braves really trying to push the ball to try to get a goal going into the second half. Get momentum back for Talawanda here. Now Indian Hill up the far side, taken away now by Wetzel, number 20 of the Braves. Wetzel of Talawanda is very aggressive in nature, to put it lightly. She's a great attacker for the Braves here on the field. Now Corneros with the ball at around the 50-yard line. She'll have it taken away, but a whistle called, and Braves will retain possession. Corneros now up the field for Baker of Talawanda. She just couldn't get that to Zamuda now. Taken away by Indian Hill. Schumacher down the field for Indian Hill. She'll moving up to Rabenold. Down the middle, she's on a breakaway now for Indian Hill, and a great save by Hannah Cressy, the goaltender for Talawanda. Another shot on it, another save. 3 saves in a row by Cressy here. And Cressy is putting on a show from the goaltender's perspective of Talawanda. 3 great saves there for Talawanda there. As time ticks down, we hit about the 4-minute mark here in this first half. Now Corneros will take it down the near side for Talawanda. Whistle called, and the Braves will get possession, a free hit at about their own 32-yard line. Corneros will take it up the far side, move it over to Wetzel, and that ball will bounce just over Wetzel's stick, rolling out of bounds and have an Indian Hill hit back into play. Now it'll be number 19, Sarah Schumann of Indian Hill, hitting it back in for the Braves. She'll move it ahead to number 3, Alf. She'll move it across field, try to get it inside for Indian Hill. She'll be successful in that, but that'll be tipped and go out of bounds just past the end line, and this will be a long corner for Indian Hill. Now it'll be Indian Hill's number 35, Maria Lindberg, taking the long corner here for the Braves. She'll move it cross field, and nobody there to receive that pass. Rabnell will give chase, get that ball, getting it inside for Indian Hill. Another pass inside will be stopped by a Braves defender. Now Benzing up for a 16-yard hit for the Braves. Talawanda now trying to get it downfield, starting to attack here, try to get one more goal going into this half. Try to get momentum back for Talawanda going into the second half. Now it'll be taken away by Indian Hill at about the Braves' 25-yard line. That pass, though, will go through the end line and result in another Talawanda 16-yard hit. Now as time ticks down, we are getting close to the 1 minute 30-second mark in this half. Braves really need to push the offense here if they want to get back into this, get momentum into this second half. Now Wetzel up midfield, taken away by number 44, Lily Hagan of Indian Hill. She'll move it ahead, taken away now by Corneris of Talawanda, taken back away by number 30, Bridget Schumacher of Indian Hill. They'll move it ahead on the near side, getting it inside for Indian Hill. A shot and a save made by Cressy. And inside and Talawanda. Now Indian Hill will have a long corner here. Sorry, no, Talawanda will have a 16-yard hit here. As time ticks down, we are about 30 seconds away from halftime here at Marvin Wilhelm Sports Complex. Now Corneris with the free hit for the Braves. They'll try to start a quick attack, trying to get a quick goal to end this half. Maybe shift momentum back for Talawanda, but that'll be crushed by Indian Hill taking that ball back away. They'll move it inside, but the Braves will defense that one away. Getting it outside. Now Indian Hill back inside. A scrum inside, and the Braves will move it back out. Back in, and a goal scored here. Number 30, Bridget Schumacher of Indian Hill gets the outside goal to put Indian Hill up 3-0 into the half. That goal will really shift the momentum in Indian Hill's direction and could put the Braves' hopes down here. That goal with 6 seconds there, close to a buzzer beater. And that'll be halftime here at Talawanda. Now Indian Hill 3-0 over the Braves here of Talawanda. We'll take a short break. See you back at the second half.
Yeah, it is. It's also really hard to not say Braves when we're both Braves. Yeah. Because I'm used to saying like Braves or Cougars or something. Yeah, they're both the Braves.
That's what I was like, maybe they just forgot to change the board.
No, they're both Braves.
So it's like,
It's really not.
I didn't know that. I was like, maybe they just forgot to change the board.
Patty had golf. Did you turn your mic off?
Yeah.
Okay. No, he had golf tonight.
Patrick didn't die either.
But he's he'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. And we got COVID. Here, give me some.
Oh wait, no. Patty can't do it. He said they scheduled Pearson.
Okay. And Luke can't do it either, so I'm. Three. What do you need three for? It's $2 for a drink. Pepsi.
Maybe
Pepsi, Sprite. Dad, what did you want?
Would you like to guess those? Is Schmidt still down there?
Dad, I got it.
He's got to be down there. He's got to
Pepsi, Sprite. Got it.
Yeah.
Water, Pepsi, Pepsi, Sprite.
Easy as this.
Yeah. Ooh.
What's he doing?
Iris on this thing is really thin.
Oh, yeah, I know she, because I was here.
Yeah, that's
Yes, Ashley, I know Ashley, but the reason she was because Sean is
Yeah. Just go.
I can tell when you don't know the person's name because you go passing to up the middle.
Passing to up the middle. And when I don't know the other, because I don't feel like flipping it over to look at ours because I know most of them.
Yeah.
But like their team, I'll be like passing to number 32. Katie.
Don't feel bad. Don't. I think one of the biggest things that people, when they're talking, they feel like they need to fill the space and call it
Exactly.
That's one of the hardest things to do.
No, that was me the first game, except I needed to put information.
Yeah.
Like every single thought I had.
Steady stream of greatest consciousness.
That's legit what it was. That was great.
Ready whenever you're ready. Go ahead.
Sounds good.
You're the old.
Oscar.
That's how you open up.
Oscar.
Now you're
And we're back here at Marvin Wilhelm Sports Complex at Talawanda High School. If you're just joining us, Indian Hill taking on the Talawanda Braves here. Indian Hill up 3-0 going into the second half here, getting up high on the Braves here. Now the Braves taking the face-off here. Ava Wetzel now for the Braves. And off that first hit, Corneros of Talawanda will take it up the midfield. Now Wetzel for the Talawanda up here. Taken away now by number 30, Bridget Schumacher of Indian Hill. She'll move it ahead for the Indian Hill Braves up the far side. Now Schumacher will take it into the corner, try to get it inside for an Indian Hill attacker to get a rebound out. They'll move it inside again, and that'll be a goal scored by number 16, Annie Schumann. Off the rebound on the left side of the goal. Cressy wasn't ready, and Schumann put that goal right back in.
Goal by number 16, Annie Schumann.
Now Indian Hill up 4-0 on the Braves. Just 30 seconds into this second half. And Indian Hill already taking advantage of the Talawanda Braves here. Now Wetzel off the draw. She'll move it back to Clayton of Talawanda. On the far side, she'll move it over to Corneros in the middle. Now getting around a couple defenders is Corneros up the middle. Across the 50 to the far side. Now Baker of Talawanda. She'll try to save it, move it back in, but that'll go out of bounds, and Indian Hill now on the near side around the 42-yard line. Now number 35, Maria Lindberg for Indian Hill across midfield. That'll be stopped by Corneros of Talawanda. Now a free hit coming on for Talawanda at about the 48-yard line of their own. Cornelis will take that up the near side, moving it over to Baker. That'll be just too far for Baker, and Indian Hill will take it back at about their own 32-yard line. Now it'll be number 44, Lily Hagan of Indian Hill, moving it upfield. That'll get past Corneros over to midfield. Now Regnold for Indian Hill, moving it inside. Taken away by Manning of Talawanda. And a shot on by number 1, Alf. That'll go just wide, and Indian Hill will lose possession. Now a brave 16-yard hit coming on. Now Benzing will take the hit for Talawanda. She'll move it to the near side here to Zamuda. Over to Baker, trying to get it back to Zamuda. She will, and that'll be just wide of Zamuda. Now taken away by an Indian Hill defender. Taken back by Wetzel of Talawanda. Trying to move it up the near side now. She'll get it through a couple defenders and move it up to Zamuda. Now crowded by 3 Indian Hill defenders. And Braves will retain possession after a whistle now. Free hit at the 40, and Corneros will take it up the field. Now taken away by Alf, and Baker will get it around the Braves' 25-yard line. Now Corneros through a defender, now taken away by Schumacher. Try to be guarded by Benzing. She'll get by her. By another Talawanda defender. Now she'll move it inside. A hit just off a Talawanda defender. That'll be called a dangerous play, and Talawanda will be taking the possession back at about their own 20-yard line. Now Benzing the free hit for Talawanda. She'll try to move it to Zamuda. That'll be taken away by Schumacher of Indian Hill. Now hit back by Moser, the Talawanda sophomore. Now Ava Wetzel moving it up at about midfield for the Talawanda Braves. Taken by Corneros up the far side. A whistle called, and Talawanda will get possession. Another free hit about their own 45-yard line. Now Corneros with it up the near side. Passing it over to Baker. She'll have it taken away by an Indian Hill defender. Number 35, Maria Lindberg, has been a real presence for Indian Hill on this defense here, stopping the Braves from getting inside that ring. As I say that, Corneros will get around her, but be stopped by 2 more Indian Hill defenders. She can get by 1, but can't get through many. And another Braves whistle, and Talawanda will get possession about the Indian Hill 25-yard line. Now Corneros with a hit inside, and that'll be taken out by Regnold of Indian Hill. Now Alf up the field for Indian Hill. Over to number 16, Schumann. Back to number 1, Marina Anderson. And Regnold inside, a save made by Cressy. And that'll go out, and Zamuda will give chase for Talawanda. That'll go inside for Anderson, and she can't get a hold of that. That'll go past the end line, and Talawanda will have a 16-yard hit now. Now Benzing with the hit over to Baker on the near side. She'll try to move it upfield for Talawanda. That'll be taken away by Indian Hill, number 1, Anderson. The freshman attacker for Indian Hill with the takeaway there. Now Wetzel with the ball. A free hit for Talawanda at about that 47-yard line. Corneros will try to push it past midfield, and she will. Off an Indian Hill defender, and now an attack by Indian Hill now. Schumann with the ball upfield, around midfield. She's inside the ring. And now a hit inside for Indian Hill. She'll try to cross it to her teammate, number 10, Paige McMillan. This Indian Hill team, no seniors present, but they are very effective with their juniors and sophomores. A couple of freshmen in their varsity lineup here. Now Indian Hill on the near side, trying to move it inside. And a shot on and a goal by Alf. Number 3, Jory Alf of Indian Hill puts that one in for Indian Hill. Now the Braves up 5-0.
Hill by number 3, Jory Alf.
Indian Hill really starting to put the Braves away here in this second half. Now still 22 minutes left, but the Braves' hopes are dwindling as Jory Alf puts in that 5th goal for Indian Hill, making the lead even farther and almost out of reach for Talawanda now. Now Ava Wetzel with the hit off the 50. She'll move it back to Corneros. Corneros down the near side hash. She'll get around a couple defenders. Now move it ahead for Zamuda. Zamuda on the rush on the near side. She'll have a race between her and an Indian Hill defender. That ball will be put inside by Baker. Now hit out by an Indian Hill defender. And that'll be a Braves free hit about the Indian Hill 27-yard line. Corneros will take it inside, move it to the corner, try to get around a defender and move it inside for a Braves rebound. She'll move it inside, and that'll be knocked out by an Indian Hill defender. And a long corner coming on now for the Braves. Now Corneros with the free hit here. That'll be taken right away by number 35, Maria Lindberg. That defensive presence for Indian Hill. That'll be taken away by Moser, the defensive presence for Talawanda. Now Indian Hill on the attack with Rabnold down the field. That ball will roll right out of bounds off a Brave defender. Now Indian Hill with a free hit. Now number 30, Bridget Schumacher down the near side for Indian Hill. She'll take a hit inside. Indian Hill will have a couple of rebounds on. Another save by Cressy. Cressy has saved the Braves a lot from that goaltender's perspective, making lots of rebound saves here, saving the Braves as they falter on defense a couple times here. Now number 44, Lily Hagan down the field for Indian Hill on the far side hash. She'll have that taken away by Corneros. Now a whistle, and the Braves will have a free hit about their own 20-yard line. Now Corneros down the far side. That ball will go out of bounds as she tries to hit Josie Keith. Now Indian Hill with a free hit, trying to start another attack. Now number 19, Sarah Schumann with the free hit on the Indian Hill sideline. Now Hagan down the far side for Indian Hill, taken away now by Benzing of Talawanda. Whistle called, and Braves will get possession about their own 25-yard line. Corneros now with the free hit. She'll take it up the far side, moving it around a couple defenders. She'll be stopped, though, by Schumann. But a whistle called, and Corneros will get the ball back on the far sideline. She'll move it ahead through traffic, try to hit Zamuda, but that will roll right out of bounds, and Indian Hill will get it. Now number 19, Sarah Schumann with the ball on the far side. She'll try to move it around a couple Braves defenders. She'll try to get through Keith, and Keith won't let her through. Now Clayton defending a couple Indian Hill attackers. A whistle called, and the Braves will get possession about the Indian Hill 48-yard line. stoppage of play now. Substitution for Indian Hill now. Schumacher coming out. And they'll sub in a new attacker. Braves on the attack now. That ball just too far for Zamuda as she tries to give chase. That ball will roll out at just past the end line. Now Indian Hill with a 16-yard hit trying to get it out of their defensive end. Now a whistle called and Talawanda will get a free hit about the Indian Hill 30-yard line. They'll try to start another attack here. Fast break unsuccessful the last time. Now Corneros inside. She'll have the ball taken away, and now a Talawanda corner. Now Keith for Talawanda taking the corner. She'll pass it out to Corneros. She'll try to take a shot in. She'll move around a couple defenders, get a shot on, and that will go just wide, tipped inside, just past the end line, and now an Indian Hill 16-yard hit. Correction, the Braves will have a long corner here. That ball was out on Indian Hill. Corneros around one defender. She'll move it around the near side corner. Now guarded by two now. She'll try to move it inside for a Talawanda attacker. Trying to get a rebound goal here. And another corner for Talawanda. They'll try to capitalize on this opportunity, score a goal, try to get back into this game. Now Keith again with the corner. She'll most likely pass it out to Corneros again. And she will. Corneros tried to get it inside again. She'll take another shot. And this one's saved by the Indian Hill goaltender. Now taken out by Indian Hill. Now Regnald starting the attack for the Indian Hill Braves. Alf down the far side. She'll get around Armitage of Talawanda. Now slowing it down to regroup, start the Indian Hill attack here at about the 20-yard line. She'll move it inside around Armitage again. Try to center it here for Indian Hill. And now Regnald with a shot. And that'll be stopped by Moser. And an Indian Hill corner will ensue. Now at about the 15-minute mark, the Braves really need to start pushing the offense if they want to have a chance of getting back into this game. Indian Hill now up 5-0. If they can get this goal, this will really seal it for Indian Hill now. Now they'll pass it out to Regnald on the far side. She'll try to move it inside around Corneros. She'll take it back away on the far side corner. She'll hit it ahead for Wetzel. Now Wetzel up the far side for Talawanda. She'll move it ahead. That'll be taken away, but a whistle called, and Talawanda will retain possession now. Now Clayton, one of the seniors of Talawanda, taking the free hit. She'll move it back to Corneros. That'll be taken away by Regnald up the field for Indian Hill. Now up to number 10, Paige McMillan for Indian Hill. Now Schumann up the field. Taken away by now Armitage of Talawanda. A whistle called, and Talawanda will get possession about their own 15-yard line. Now Armitage with the free hit for Talawanda. McMillan taking it away for Indian Hill. Now taken by Corneros up the near side for Talawanda. She'll get pushed down, and now a whistle called. Talawanda will get possession around the near side sideline. Corneros slow to get up, but she'll take this free hit for Talawanda up the near side. She'll take a hit through high traffic of Indian Hill. Stopped there by number 15, Annie Schumann of Indian Hill. Sorry, that was Maria Lindberg of Indian Hill with the stop there. The sophomore's really been a presence for Indian Hill on this defensive end. Made a lot of good stops for Indian Hill, stopping these Braves attacks. Now a whistle now, and Braves will get back the possession here. Corneros for Talawanda here at about our 44-yard line. Up the near side for Zamuda. That'll just miss her and go out of bounds. Now McMillan for Indian Hill with the ball up the near side on the free hit. Now Corneros takes that one away, and she'll move it around a couple Indian Hill defenders, but will lose possession there as that ball will dribble out of the field. Now Indian Hill with another free hit about the same spot as a minute ago. That one will get through, and now Indian Hill, number 30 Schumacher, through midfield to Alfler. Now Schumann around the 15-yard line of Indian Hill. She'll put a shot on that, but that'll be blocked by a Talawanda defender. Now a whistle, and Talawanda will get possession here. Now Benzing will take the free hit for Talawanda now. She'll move it through the middle. Now taken away by an Indian Hill defender. Number 31, Katie Haig. Now another goal by Indian Hill. It was again number 18, Bella Dinga. The junior that hasn't seen the field much today. She'll get that goal. Put the Indian Hill Braves up 6-0 now. Really starting to put this one out of reach for Talawanda. Check that. That was actually 14K.
Goal by number 14, Ben Ravenel.
Now off the free hit at midfield, Zamuda will take it across midfield for the Braves, passing it over to Wetzel about the 30-yard line. Now Indian Hill up the far side. It'll be Regnold for Indian Hill, moving around the 30-yard line of Talawanda. Taken away now by Benzing of Talawanda. She'll move it up the far side. Cross midfield for Brosey. That'll be just too far, and Brosey will give chase. Now taken away by Hagen of Indian Hill. Brosey with it now at around the 45-yard line of Indian Hill. She'll move it up for Wetzel. Wetzel will move it past a defender. Try to find Zamuda. And that'll be taken away by an Indian Hill defender, moved out of the circle now. Now Indian Hill on the attack now. Benzing now trying to get it out by herself for Talawanda. Now taken away by Regnold, back to Anderson of Indian Hill. Check that, Alf now down the middle for Indian Hill. Taken away down by Armitage of Talawanda. Now Regnold again for Indian Hill in the corner. She'll try to center it for Indian Hill. That'll go off a Brave foot. And now inside again for Indian Hill. And a shot inside, rebound, bounces around, and that'll go just wide. Now, Indian Hill long corner will ensue here. Now a shot from outside, but it will not count as it was outside the circle. Again, players, if shooting, have to be inside the circle at about 16 yards from the goal. That one just outside for Indian Hill, goes in but won't count. Now bending up the far side for Talawanda. Zamuda now for the Braves. Now a whistle and Braves will get possession around the 45-yard line. Now defenseman Rita Zhao Wang will take the ball. Free hit now for Talawanda. Now Cornero's through the middle, a couple defenders missing. And she will accidentally step on the ball. Now Indian Hill taking it away now. Pass stopped by Benzing, but that'll get through. Now Regnold inside. She'll pass it through. And Cressy will make the stop there. Now Regnold again inside. She'll take a shot, and this will result in a Indian Hill corner. And now a corner for Indian Hill. Will be inside and off a foot now. And Talawanda will get possession here. Now Benzing will take the free hit for Talawanda. Over to Brosey, but that'll go off a foot of Talawanda. Now Indian Hill on the attack now. Schumacher on the near side here. About the 10-yard line in the corner. She'll try to center it for Indian Hill. Taken away now by Moser. She'll move it up to Zamuda on the near side. She'll get past a couple of defenders. Try to move it up the near side. That'll be taken away, but Braves will get the possession back here. Now a free hit for Corneros about the 30-yard line. Regnold hitting it ahead for Indian Hill. Stopped by Armitage. Now Alf with it on the far side corner. She'll take it inside unguarded. Now Armitage will get a piece of her. And a call made and an Indian Hill corner will now happen. Reaching about the 6-minute mark. Time really winding down for Talawanda now. Hopes of victory really dwindling now as Indian Hill up 6 goals with about 6 minutes left. Now Cole made as the corner ensues. And it looks like they will retry the corner. Now Alf with it in the corner here for Indian Hill. Over to Schumacher. Now down to McMillan. A shot on, and Cressy with the save. Another shot. And number 30, Bridget Schumacher with the goal for Indian Hill. That'll put the Braves up 7-0. And now the run clock will come on.
Bridget Schumacher.
The dad run clock. Now with Indian up 7 goals now, they will start the running clock to finish this game. Officially out of reach for Talawanda. They came into this game with high hopes after only losing 1-0 last year to Indian Hill. Those hopes crushed by Indian Hill's 7-goal win here. 4 minutes closing in now in the second half. As Indian Hill now on the attack again. Alf down the far side hash. She'll move it around a couple Talawanda defenders. Now crossing it inside, and that'll be bumped out by a Talawanda defender, Madeline Manning. And another corner for Indian Hill. I'm sorry, a long corner here for the Braves. Now Cornero's taking it away from Indian Hill here. She'll move it up the far side. Now hitting it ahead for Wetzel to give chase. That'll be stopped by an Indian Hill defender and hit back. Now Baker with the ball around the 40-yard line for the Braves. She'll hit it ahead trying to hit Brosey. She'll give chase herself. Almost get to that ball as Schumacher will get there first. Now up the far side is Indian Hill trying to start another attack. Now Corneros on the far side. She'll take that one away for Talawanda. She'll move it ahead but have it taken away again by an Indian Hill defender. Now Ragnall down the far side for Indian Hill, taken away by Benzing of Talawanda. Now Baker up the far side. Now whistle called and Indian Hill ball at about their own 40-yard line. Now up the field for Indian Hill. Ragnall on the attack here. Unguarded into the corner. She'll put a shot on. Save here by Cressy. Now Alf with another shot. That'll be saved again by Cressy. Back to Alf. She'll take another shot. Ragnall inside. A shot on, and that'll be stopped by Cressy. And now a 16-yard hit for Talawanda. Now Benzing will take the hit for Talawanda, trying to move it to Brosey. Now a whistle made, and Talawanda will get possession. Corneros up the far side hash. Another whistle, and Braves will get possession right back. Now Corneros with the free hit up the far side hash to about her own 40-yard line. She'll try to hit Wetzel downfield. That'll be stopped by Hagen of Indian Hill. She'll try to move it upfield. That'll be stopped by Josie Keith of Talawanda. Now Corneros moving it up the field for Talawanda around midfield. That'll be taken away, but a whistle called, and Talawanda will get possession back. Corneros with the quick restart, trying to move it ahead for Wetzel. Wetzel now at about the 40-yard line of Indian Hill, trying to move it around a couple of defenders. Now it'll be Benzing with the ball for Talawanda across midfield. Now taken away by number 35, Maria Lindberg of Indian Hill. She'll move it across the field to McMillan of Indian Hill. She'll put a shot on, but that'll be easily saved by Cressy as that shot was pretty far out. Now outside of the ring will be a shot. Cressy with the save, and that'll go out of bounds. A long corner now for Indian Hill. Now closing in with about 30 seconds left in this game. Indian Hill will probably start passing this around, try to run the clock out here. Tail of this game, Indian Hill's experience and defense just kept the Braves of Talawanda out of their offensive zone. Talawanda just couldn't get any goals up on the board. Indian Hill dominating in their offensive zone. And with about 10 seconds left in this game, this will be it. Indian Hill gets the victory with a 7-0 victory over Talawanda. In the Battle of the Braves, Indian Hill wins again for about the third year in a row. That'll be it from us here at Channel 85 Productions. We'll see you next game. I'm Grady Holmes, and goodbye.